Welcome to What's Cooking with Chef Marc. Today we have an exciting little show. It's going to be a 12-minute show, and we're going to show you how to make a perfect, real classic Caesar dressing like I do in all my restaurants. I've always done it this way. So thank you, and do yourself a favor and push the subscribe button so you can continue to learn what I'm going to do here in several videos up and coming. My nephew Roman is going to assist me because we're going to be making this Caesar from scratch as we would if you were in my restaurant, and let's say we did a tableside Caesar dressing like the old days, and maybe we will do that again. But let's start with some really good quality ingredients. So what we have is a list of ingredients that you can get at your local store, or maybe an Italian delicatessen in your area, or you can come see me and get it from me. So I have a nice bowl here that I have in the back, and we're going to have some fresh lemons, some nice anchovies that you can buy. These are just regular anchovies in oil. These are olive oil anchovy. And over here we have some beautiful coarse salt. This is just a sea salt that we grind from being very coarse to about medium coarse, so we like that. And then cracked pepper. I take whole peppercorns always, and I put them in a little coffee grinder that you can buy anywhere, and I just push the button so I can do my own pepper, because the aroma, the flavor, the oils are going to come out in your everything you cook. Don't buy pepper that's already ground, and you know, I think it's better to have the whole peppercorn and do it yourself. These anchovies over here are very special. They're from Spain, and you can eat them right out of the can, and they're just different. They're not like the other ones that are salty and more offensive to most. Even me, I can't eat an anchovy right out of the can, but in a Caesar salad dressing, it has to be there. So we'll talk about that anchovy a little bit later. Beautiful Dijon smooth mustard. If you see Dijon mustard that has, you know, a more of a coarse look to it, that's fine. You can use that too, but I like the smooth. This is fresh lemon juice I prepared a little while ago, but I have other lemons here, so we can make some lemon juice and show you how to do it at home, soften the lemon up. I like using Romana cheese. We grate our own Romana cheese. This is a cheese that's from Rome, Italy, made of sheep's milk, and it's just more of a saltier flavor. It's just a little bit sharper, and I really like the flavor that it gives the Caesar dressing. And of course, you need just a little bit of fresh garlic. Now, when I make it for the restaurant, I make a pretty big batch. It lasts about a day, maybe a day, 2 days. But this one you want for your family. We're going to make a smaller portion for about 6 people. So let's start with the anchovies, and if you have one of these at home, something similar where you can crush a mortar and pestle and you can get things crushed up, that's great. If you don't, then you could just crush it with the side of your knife like that. But let's get the anchovies in here. What we want is about an anchovy per person, but these are pretty big, so I'm going to do 4 anchovies. Okay, and I have a little garlic here that I took off and just chopped it a little bit. I'm going to throw that in there. Just a little garlic, just a little pinch. And then we're going to take it and we're going to work it in so that we make a paste. And to help that out, you can always add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And it makes it go a little smoother, and a little coarse salt. You know, now you're pre-seasoning, just a little pinch I put in there. What you're doing is you want to help me? Sure. Where you going? You made Caesar with me before? First time.
I think this is the first time.
Okay, so you let the bowl do the work. You let the mortar right here just crush it down, and I'll get the lemons ready. So what I'm doing right now, I want to get the lemon kind of loosened up inside, so I get all the juice out pretty easily. Okay, and we're gonna do that later when we actually make the dressing. This oil right here is a blended oil. So what we have, I like using either peanut oil, canola oil, and olive oil. If you use straight extra virgin olive oil, your dressings, it's just too strong. It's way too strong, and you can't hardly eat it. So you need to lighten it up. If you like using avocado oil, if you like using whatever oil that you like and it's healthy for you, sunflower, whatever you like, I would choose that oil with just a little bit, probably 20% of pure olive oil. That's all you need. So we're going to get to that now. So this should be ready. I did a nice job of crushing that up. Any questions, Ron?
You wouldn't want to put too much salt, because how salty are the anchovies?
They're salty as well. So see, he always asks the best questions.
That's something I was like.
And you may be thinking the same thing, so he's absolutely correct. I just put a pinch in there because it helps crush things up and holds things together, that and the olive oil. Now you can see in the bowl, I have the anchovy. And we want to take the Dijon mustard and put that in next. So let's do that. Yeah, look at this. I'm going to take like a nice, this is probably a tablespoon. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of Dijon mustard in there. Okay. And now this takes about 45 seconds. We're gonna temper some eggs. So we take some boiling water that just started to boil, and I'm gonna drop some beautiful eggs. Now we have an orchard not too far from here, and we have these beautiful chickens that lay these eggs for us. So they're all different colors, and the insides are really golden. So this is actually gonna make a wonderful, wonderful Caesar dressing. Now I dropped extra because I'm gonna make some more than what I do for you at home, but we're gonna pull them out in 45 seconds, and that'll temper out any bacteria that may have been in there. And it's very rare, like 1 in millions would be that bad enough to get somebody sick. But we are gonna do it just for the protection of everyone at home. And now I wanna get one of these little strainers because the eggs are almost ready. And for 6 people to make a dressing, I'm probably gonna use maybe 3 egg yolks. Okay, so these are ready now. I'm going to take them out, put them in ice water. When you're prepared with everything, cooking is easy. Now we're going to get the egg yolks out of here. So I'm going to put them in here first. Just crack the egg.
You could also use the shell, right?
Yep. Yep. So here's my eggs. We're going to use 3 eggs for 6, 7 people. Make a little nice dressing here. See what it did now. See, it just started to cook it a little bit on the outside. We're going to take just the yolks out. They come out pretty easily, and put them in the bowl. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 right here. Okay. Now start whisking that up, bro. He's going to assist me in this because I'm going to pour the oil in while he whisks that up. Now you have the anchovies, a little bit of garlic we crushed in there. We have a little salt and pepper already in the base, just a touch of extra virgin olive oil. And now we're making, because the egg and the Dijon mustard are going to cause this, if we do it right, it won't separate. So we're going to make a nice dressing, emulsified dressing. Let's go. Slowly you move the, see what you're doing? You want to make this so it comes together. And see how it's all one now?
Yeah.
It's not separated, and that's what you want. So you mix it and slowly put the oil in, or blended oil.
So you'd always want to use.
Yeah, we're gonna probably end up using close to a cup of this oil. That's it right there. The dressing's almost done. We're about to make a Caesar salad for everyone at home, but let's add my secret. Is a little bit of red wine vinegar because it wakes it up, and it's just, vinegar is wonderful for cooking. And this one I like to use just a little dot. This is the Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put that in while he's squeezing out. Put a nice plentiful squeeze. I'm probably going to say we're going to end up with a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce right there. Tabasco. Why not? Just a little touch, just a little bit. I mean, 1 drop came out, maybe 2. And this is the most beautiful thing we're going to do. The beautiful fresh grated Romana cheese from Rome, Italy. I'm going to put 1 big handful in there, and then just a touch more. So that's a handful, and let's get the cracked pepper involved now. A little pinch of cracked pepper. You know, to your taste at home, I don't really measure things, but I can see that I know what my little pinch is. It's going to be perfect for the flavor. Again, I'm going to add a little bit more salt, being careful that the anchovies are already salty. Right there, that's enough. That was a really small pinch. And let's get the lemon in there now. Cut your lemon in half. I like to grab like a fork.
Could you put the zest in there too? A little bit of the zest, or no?
Nah, you don't need to. But what I'm going to do is have you hold this real quick. And we're going to just take the lemon so we don't get any seeds in there. Poke it with the fork after I squeeze it. It's real soft. And we move a little bit in for me, Roman, right to the middle. And now we're going to turn against the fork so we're pulling out all the juice. Some of the lemon now is really soft, and we're just going to get all that lemon in there. That was perfect. And a little more lemon, just one whole lemon here. This was a nice juicy one. I used the fork so I can squeeze the lemon and get it all out. Let's get that out of the way now.
So you put a whole lemon in there.
Yeah, I put a whole lemon in there. What do you think of that? Let's make a nice salad for everyone at home. You want to give me a couple of dishes, and what you want to do is I use little gems, but you can get romaine lettuce, the kind of lettuce that you like to use for your Caesar. I don't even cut this one. But this is the size I like, and this is important little fact. If you cut a Caesar salad and it's like small, like you get in a lot of places, how can you get that on your fork? I'm standing there all day trying to get, and you can't stab it. But this one easily grabs on your fork, and it's easy to eat. I just like making it like so that it's a little bit bigger, and that's just my way of doing it. So let's get some of this lettuce in our bowl. There you go, Ro. Cut the ends off of that. Get this going. If you want to be faster, just cut them down like this. See how I quartered that? Throw them in the bowl. This is a really crispy called Little Gem. I don't know if you'll find it in any stores around here, but the Little Gem is crispy, small, and that's the size of the whole head of lettuce. Little Gem, unbelievable, really good. Some of you have commented before that you've used it and you love it. So this is my Caesar. Just break them up a little bit. And they're fantastic. And look what they look like when you cut them or break them up. You kind of want to leave them long so it's easier to grab with the fork, like I said earlier. So let's put some dressing in here now, which is pretty simple. We're just going to take this. Now look at the color of my dressing. I don't know if you can smell it, but look at the color of my dressing. You can move that lemon and all these little things out of the way, because I'm going to cover this right there. Okay. And just toss it. You want to add a little grated cheese for me, Roman?
Yeah.
We don't have croutons here. Because I'm not eating bread today.
How much grated cheese?
Go ahead. But you would add croutons at this point, and I would crush them up a little bit first so the corners don't cut your mouth open. That's good right there. But this is a beautiful salad. You can even add cherry tomatoes to this. And let's put this in just like this in the bowl. And you still have dry hands, so you can put a little cracked pepper on top and lift it up and give me another bowl. Go ahead. Just a touch. There's another one. Go ahead. And one more. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching me make a beautiful Caesar dressing so you can do it at home the same way. Grazie from Chef Marc. See you again. Ciao.